It's the holiday season, and it's that time of year where you get financially irresponsible. Yep, I'm talking about you. But guess what? We got some help for you. The Chime checking account can handle all the heavy lifting while you handle the gifts, the food, and pretty much any of all that good fun stuff. You know what I'm talking about. No more pesky overdraft fees and no impact on your credit score to apply. With the Chime checking account, you get paid up to 2 days earlier. With a qualifying direct deposit, you can get access to your money sooner. Fee-free overdrafts with SpotMe. Overdraft up to $200 without fees with SpotMe when you set up a qualifying direct deposit. Ditch the monthly fees. Chime has no monthly minimum balance or overdraft fees. And of course, send and receive money. Pay friends through Chime, Chime member or not, and cash out your money fee-free. Signing up with Chime takes minutes, so join the millions of the other Chime members and sign up today. Get started at chime.com/trap. That's chime.com/trap. Banking services and bank card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. This show is brought to you by BetterHelp. This Christmas, we want more ho-ho-hos and less oh hell no's. So please take care of your mind, ease up, and maybe think about trying BetterHelp. Listen, I know it gets frustrating during the holiday season, and sometimes, whether it's friends or family, people around you, they might not always understand the circumstances that you're in, how you're feeling, and what's going through your mind. So a great remedy for that this holiday season is BetterHelp. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out the brief questionnaire to get matched up with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Find the bright spot this season. Don't we all need to do that? With BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/traphouse today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/traphouse. Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your bad habits. We're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your crazy neighbor or some, you know what I'm talking about. We're talking about our sponsor, Fume, and they look at the problem in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. You get it? Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing the bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting. Y'all like to, fidget. You get a little anxious sometimes. You fidget around. Give your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing anxiety while breaking your habit. I must say, this is a product I definitely enjoyed. It was more flavorful than what I thought it was, and it felt fresh. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard. But switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 150,000 customers and has thousands of success stories. Code TRAP to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code TRAP to save an additional 10% off your order today.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Tripping better than slipping.
Welcome to the trap.
But sometimes we tripping.
Welcome to the trap,
Welcome to the trap.
where we joke and rap,
Where we joking rap.
gut busting laughs, hand slapping laps.
Girl, slap it loud.
Get you through your day,
Get you through your day.
and it's free of cost.
I'm so cheap.
Don't you laugh too loud.
No.
Don't get fired by your boss.
File unemployment.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House. Comedy Trap House.
Start recording. All right, want to do the intro? I want. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. Of course, today I'm your host. I already fucked up.
Yep, you already messed up.
Because I tripped. I don't do this often, so I can't get too much of the blame.
No, but when I do it, you make me do it, and I mess up, you blame me.
Should we do it all over again? Or?
No, keep it.
You just gonna keep it?
Yeah, keep it. Show how bad you are.
We got Cam in the building.
Yep.
And we got myself. Rome is currently out of town right now. I've heard that he got arrested. Rome.
Well, hopefully he gets out in time
I've
to
heard
be back on the next podcast.
Rome has been arrested in, where did he go?
I think he's in my country, Bahamas.
In the Bahamas. So pray for Rome.
I doubt it. If he got arrested, the first person he's going to call is me.
What you gonna do?
I'm saying if he in Bahamas got arrested,
Okay.
I got family there.
Cam could pull some strings.
I don't know if I can pull strings, but I'll call my dad. Hey, Rome arrested.
Didn't you say your granddad was a part of their Illuminati? What is it called?
Oh, you talking about Freemason?
Freemason, yeah. Bohemian Freemason.
He was a Freemason.
That kind of rhymes.
And he was he also did customs, so he may know somebody. Between him and my dad and my aunt, one of them three got to know somebody to do something if he was to get arrested in Bahamas. So
yeah, let me call
if them three can't help you, then
Daddy!
Yeah, them three can't help you, then he just got to do his time.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to do his time.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
But you keep saying he's a big boy now. You know what I'm saying? He can handle himself in possibly a Bahamian prison. How big are they in Bahamas?
They like Americans. They can be all sizes. So it ain't about size in there. What's scary, you don't know the culture. You don't know the lingo.
Yeah.
You may not understand everyone's accent.
Right.
That in itself, you just in a foreign prison.
Hey, bye.
That's not fun. That's scary.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Regular prison
but
already
at least
scary.
In Bahamas, they speak English.
That's true,
English,
but still,
it's
you know,
broken.
you can't understand everybody's accent.
Is
you
it
don't know their lingo.
broken English?
No, they speak English.
Just English.
Patois.
English with an accent.
Yeah.
Okay. But where does y'all English come from? Like who enslaved the Bahamas? The English,
we got
or
it
was
was the Brits.
It was the Brits.
Like every other Caribbean island. For the most
they pretty
part.
much took over everything.
But you know, all the free slaves went to Bahamas from like America, like Florida. When they came down to Florida, then they definitely they got a boat to Bahamas to get away. The slaves. Slaves that got freed, they left to Bahamas.
Yeah, man.
That's why, imagine. There's this thing, it's slipping my mind right now. What's the term for it? Like Geechee, like in the South, like that language. When you hear them speaking the way they talk, almost sound
even in the New Orleans, the whole Creole type of shit.
Yeah, but it's a little tad bit different because when you hear them talk, they almost sound like they can have some like a Bahamian dialect.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So it's like. All those people went there and came from it's a club, but it's basically America. This an island version because the American dollar is a dollar there.
Can you imagine that that during that time, like early 1800s, and like the Bahamas must have been like the wild, wild west. Isn't that where Pirates of the Caribbean and all that stuff took place?
I'm not sure. I didn't really like those movies. I didn't really watch them like that.
Why? Because
it wasn't that good to me.
Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one?
The first one I liked.
The first one was fire,
It just never excited me as a franchise. So I'm
going to be honest with you. I understand why you say that because when I first went to watch that movie, it was with my cousin who kind of dragged me in there with some other family. I didn't really want to watch the movie. Like I didn't even care to see the first one. But it was just like a free ticket, let's go. So we went in and watched it. I remember coming out that movie like, whoa.
Yeah, it was a good movie, but I just never was in like almost Harry Potter. I know Harry Potter's good, but I just was never into it.
Right.
So I never really went to watch those movies. But there were a lot of pirates around Bahamas, of course, because you know it's close to America. It's like it's a port between America. Just like how so many drugs come through, they go to Bahamas and then try to come to America. But
do Bahamian people take pride in their pirate past?
Well, they weren't pirates.
Well, some of them
They
were.
were fighting off pirates.
Nah, some of them were pirates, B.
I don't know about that.
Good and bad, but I'm just saying they were pirates. That's their part of the code. Like it's like saying people in California and Texas, they're cowboys. They were cowboys. Y'all were pirates. That's what y'all were known for.
I don't know. I know we fought off pirates.
Blackbeard was a black man. Can you imagine Bahamian pirates with the accent back then?
But
I'll
tell you what,
you better
though,
give me that booty.
one thing I didn't
You better give me that booty.
that I didn't know that I learned from watching. I knew a little bit of it, but I didn't know the extent until
And
I
by
read.
booty, I meant treasure. That's what it meant back then, not ass.
I didn't know the extent of it until I read Uncle Luke's autobiography. But Bahamians built Miami. It was just crazy.
So I
How
heard.
much info, so yeah.
Based on money or labor?
Labor, building.
Okay.
They were building.
It's like what Mexicans are to California down
I mean, when they was building it, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Got you.
that was crazy.
Yeah, man. Rome is currently out of town. He's in jail. So yeah. Please send your condolences, whatever, or pray for him. Send in something, super chat. But we're here. We're gonna give you an episode this week. Apologies for the lateness. I know a lot of things are off course right now because Mayhem Hour. We're gonna get back to it. I promise. Comedy Trap House news, everything. The holidays are around the corner. A lot of work. A lot of trying to find advertisers and all this stuff. So bear with us. But we're gonna get back on schedule momentarily. But Cam, you just got back from somewhere. Where did you come from?
Georgia. That's why I usually go for Thanksgiving.
So we talked about your Bahamian side of the family, and what about your Georgia?
So I was in Atlanta first for a couple days. Then I went to Macon for majority of the trip because that's where we go to our grandma's house.
Okay.
But this Thanksgiving was a little different because this is the first Thanksgiving that was on the small side. I'm so used to people coming over,
Right.
People just stopping by throughout the day. This action on Thanksgiving, and nobody came by.
If y'all were listening last week with me and Rome, we were talking about this. How Thanksgiving feels different. Holidays in general feel different because even going back home, everything feels smaller. Families growing up, people move away, people getting older.
I think more because the deaths, because
Passing,
this
yeah.
is the third one without my grandma. This is the first one without my granddad. So when my grandma was alive, this was just the epic center. Everybody coming over. So
Epicenter.
yeah, I had to get dressed. Usually when I'm there, I'm just chilling, whatever I want to wear. But on Thanksgiving, get dressed because you got company coming over. So I got dressed that day. I'm like, I know people going to be over here. Only two people came, my uncle and my aunt, and they came early before they had to make their other rounds. Nobody else. So it was just me, my aunt, my brother, and my parents. That's it.
And this
The
is
whole day.
your grandma's house?
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole day, I'm like, this is weird. But it did not stop me from
Does anybody
eating.
live in that house right now?
No.
No?
But they active and they doing stuff to it. When people come over, that's where they stay or whatnot. But
Cam,
not anymore.
you can have a home right there in Macon, man.
Absolutely
Making your
not.
new life, man.
Absolutely
What you talking
not.
about, man?
Absolutely.
Cam Miller, Miller coming
me
down
and
to
my
Macon,
brother
Georgia.
and my cousin stood outside for 2 hours when he came to visit. We was just talking about because he bought the land across the street.
Okay.
And Lolly bought this house that's right
The
next
fuck
to
I'm
it.
talking about.
So I'm like, y'all just really buying the block.
I'd love to see that.
I like it ain't for me though. It ain't for me. I'll support it. I'll put money into it, but I'm not living here. I can't do small country. I can do small island, but I can't do small country. And then what I really realized, I don't like cold weather, dog. I don't like it. It's not fun.
So you used to say Canada a lot. You can't live there?
I could live anywhere.
Canada's the coldest goddamn
Yeah,
place.
I could live there, but don't mean I'm gonna like the cold. But I could live there.
But I
It's
thought
still-
you were coming to a conclusion you can't do the cold.
I don't want to do the cold. Now I'll say that because I may have to move somewhere cold one day. I can't put that outside of the of my life for the rest of my life. But I don't like it. If I can choose warmer climates, I'm doing warm because this is not fun. Ain't nothing fun about it. It's cold. Everything. The car cold. You go outside. I'm running back in. It just sucks. Inside is cold. When you try to go in the bathroom, you got to heat it up like it's a car. It's trash.
Yeah,
it's just trash.
I noticed you got the sniffles. Pause. I don't even know.
It's
if
trash.
Say sniffles, but yeah,
I don't have the sniffles.
Yeah, you do, nigga. You ain't hear. I hear it.
That was me trying to get a booger out. But I don't like the cold. I came to that conclusion on this trip. This is not for me. This is not for. Only thing I like about it is
You were
wearing
in
layers.
Georgia. Was it even that cold?
Yeah, people always say that it's not that cold. I'm in Canada. I don't give a fuck where you at. It's cold where I'm at. I'm a warm temperature nigga. 40s is cold to me. I'm sorry you live in Midwest where it's 20s. That's your fault or your parents' fault. I don't care. 40s is cold. My homeboy, my dad friend from Bahamas used to say if it's 70s, it's freezing. So it's all about perspective.
I mean, that all sounds cool and rational and stuff, but there's just some places that you just gonna accept it. Like New York, by all means, if you just take into account what you know about New York, you would be like, this is the worst place ever to live in your life.
Definitely.
You're
Dirty.
packed in sardine
Dirty,
cans
expensive,
on top of
cold.
each other. Yeah, it's cold as fuck. You go outside, everybody's rude. You gotta deal with these women talking about, yo, B, what's up? Man, get the fuck out of here. And like, so I'm just, who would want to live in New York from the outside living in? But once you get there, it's an experience.
I like it. I love New York.
You kind of like
visiting
the girls
New
pulling
York.
the guns out.
I love visiting. We're gonna get to a gun story I got.
Oh, good.
I love visiting New York, and I could live there if I have to.
Okay.
But I wouldn't choose to live there.
You wouldn't choose to live there.
But if I had to, I could. But I wouldn't choose to. And most of the time, people that moved to New York came and live in New York. They be having to go to Jersey. And you know how I feel about Jersey. I'm sorry, anybody from Jersey. I don't like Jersey.
I imagine Jersey being like the real life version of where do the Simpsons live? Springfield with the nuclear power plant.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I imagine Jersey like.
I don't like Jersey.
And all types of.
So even my
Chinese
dad,
area.
when they tried to get him to move to New York, he was like, no.
Okay.
Because then we would have to be living in Jersey. I don't know. Absolutely not.
And you would have been living in Jersey in the 90s. You would have grew up a rough.
I don't know.
Camp.
I don't know when, because I think, that was offered before he got the job in Miami. And I think they offered to him again while we were in Miami. So I don't know at what point, if I was in high school. I didn't ask him that. But regardless, I'd be a different person. And it would be, I wouldn't have liked it.
So going back real quick. So Thanksgiving Day, did you eat? And,
Absolutely.
Okay, so your mom threw down? Or
her and Lolly.
Okay,
Absolutely.
All right, so y'all still ate good. And
I ate great. I made a whole reel with my dad in it. It kind of went off. I'll show you. And then you'll have to post it for the...
Hold on, is it on?
Okay, I can send it. Yeah, okay, I can send it. But it got some music on it.
I'll mute it. Or play a second of it or so.
But the music makes it.
This nigga, man.
That's what's funny.
Editor. Okay.
I'll send it. We can just talk over it. So what's going on, I basically do what everyone's doing on Thanksgiving. You keep peeking in the kitchen to see if the food's ready. Until it's ready, then you have that excitement. And it's so good that you eat, and when black people eat, we dance. So then that's what this whole story is about. And then you see the whole family. So this sums up my whole Thanksgiving. So let it rip.
Rome came in laughing first.
So I'm peeking. My brother's peeking. I'm peeking again. And then my mom saying it's ready.
Can I get to
Yo, that's hilarious.
Now I'm showing the food. We got peas and rice, kale, salmon, Bahamian mac,
Whose
yams.
song is this?
I'll tell you. The stuffing, hen for them, a pound cake. Now we're dancing, eating.
Yeah,
We're in the
that's
backyard eating with our
hilarious.
plates, dancing, me, Chaz, and my dad. And then we're praying. Then I'll show you my plate, and I'm eating, and I thank God, and that's it.
Damn.
And that got about 40,000 views.
Your family ain't got no girl cousins? You don't got no female like
You
that?
know what's funny? like both sides of the family, it was male dominated. Like everyone was having sons. So I have like 2 girl cousins. Like I have 2 girl cousins in Macon. One is she came in previous marriage. So she ain't like blood cousin, but she was there since we was a kid. So she our cousin. Then we got Chubby sister.
So you can have
which
sex
is
with her.
absolutely not. Then we got Chubby sister, which is my blood cousin. But then I got older women cousins that's like my mom's cousins and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And their kids. But then on my
that makes them second cousins? When your mom has cousins
I guess
that have kids?
Well,
they're
I
your second
guess
cousins,
so.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. But mostly on both sides of the family, everybody had boys. And then everyone who had kids now had a girl and a boy.
Yeah.
So it was like, at first I was like, if I have kids, I know I'm definitely having boys because everyone in my family's had boys.
Yeah.
But then,
my family's flooded with boys.
But all the cousins had girls, but they also had a boy.
On your whose side?
All my cousins, all the second generation.
Oh, they had girls?
Yeah. They had girl, but they also have a boy.
It's looking bad for the future.
So, yeah.
Okay.
My cousin that came to me with Japan, she had a girl.
Yeah.
So it was just like, it looked like maybe now it's going to be the girls. I don't know. We'll see.
Having a daughter, that's the, especially as a baby, is the cutest thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's just crazy. But okay, go ahead.
But I was gonna say, what did you do for Thanksgiving? Did you go to your uncle's house?
I didn't go to my uncle's house. Yeah, I didn't get to go to my uncle's house this time. But Rome came through with a tub. He went to somebody's Thanksgiving and robbed them of a tub of food and brought it back. And I fucked some of that up, but I was working mostly.
Emmanuel don't like me. He don't want me to have a relationship with his uncle. He don't take me over there.
He don't want me to have.
He don't take me over there. He know me and him. He know I love talking to his uncle.
You would have loved the last conversation I had with him.
Exactly.
Oh
you don't ever want. I think he's jealous of me and his uncle's relationship, so he don't take me over there. He don't want me to have no Ethiopian food or no uncle water. His uncle got the best water in his house.
He said, "Come back when you grow a beard out."
I already got it.
Been waiting
I should have been back then.
I should have been back.
His uncle got the best water. He got this water machine in there,
I don't know what it is.
And it's the best freaking water.
It's good water, man.
We call it Uncle Water.
Uncle Water. Yep, straight
it's
up.
So
he
good.
laughed at that when he heard that. He was like, "You even got good water at this house."
It's so good.
So yeah, what's the next step on
this football meme? So this is related to Thanksgiving. This came out on Thanksgiving. I thought it was so funny. So someone put together an addition to all the football players, but made them fat and gave them food names. So the first one is Odell Beckham, and they called him Odell Bacon Jr. So it's funny. Go to the next one.
Oh my God! It's like it slightly made it fatter, so it made it realistic.
They make them all of them fat, so
that
you'll keep going.
Hilarious.
Then you got somebody from the Yankees. I don't watch baseball.
He don't look like that.
But yeah, I don't watch baseball. But they said Aaron Fudge. I don't know his real name.
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, I don't know. Then you got Steph Curry, but they named him Steph McFlurry, and they made him fat.
Steph McFlurry.
Then you got Tom Brady, but they named him Tom Gravy.
Dog, AI is crazy, dog. This is how they could be known.
They got Matthew Stafford, but they named him Matt Stafford.
That is crazy. And his jawbone is like that already, dog. He has the face for a fat face. All right.
Funniest one. They just put Kyle Lowry. That's what made this post great. Because if you know the joke around Kyle Lowry, you know the joke around him?
Yeah, they always say he's fat.
And they always say he got a fat ass, too. They always talk about his actual ass. They saying his ass. That's what they always talk about. That's an ongoing joke on Twitter. So when they put him in there and didn't make him fat was the funniest thing. And that's what made this whole meme go.
That is
like it don't even matter after that. I just wanted you to get to that point.
That is funny.
When I bust out laughing, So
there are no other good ones after that?
It's cool, but that's the joke. You got to the joke already.
Yeah, that's pretty
It is like nothing gonna make you laugh after that. But
oh my God.
So
who else could be fat? Like I was thinking about this the other day. Like most athletes, especially football players and basketball, they tend to blow up a lot.
Baseball,
I think it's
too.
changing now, maybe.
Baseball too, because they be already big.
Yeah. They kind of blow up. And there's some people you could see it happening to. Like I just heard that who was it? I heard somebody had a terrible diet.
Zion Williamson.
Yeah, he does too. You could definitely see him blow big,
But
Shaq size.
I think post sports show you.
It was Dwight Howard.
Okay.
Yeah, outside of Dick, he also likes cheeseburgers a lot. He really likes cheeseburgers, Cam. No, outside of Glizzy's, he likes burgers.
Speaking
man.
of Dick, I gotta send you something that I meant to send you that is hilarious. I think it's probably the most genius joke I've seen this year because it made me laugh. You know, it's one of them comedies that make you jealous. You didn't think about this.
Yes, I know those.
So, all right, pull this up before we get to this gun story I got.
All right.
It's in the DM. Go all the way down. That one. So wait before you play it.
Okay.
So basically, they're flipping. You know how when your kid comes out to you gay, their kid came out to them straight, and they're liberals.
To liberal parents.
You know, liberals supposed to be
That's funny.
open, and
Yeah.
So hilarious. Watch it.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, of course, sweetheart.
I'm dating someone.
What's his name?
Her name is Sarah. I'm straight.
What did you just say?
No, let's not.
No, Carol. What did you just say?
I'm
He
straight.
said he's straight, so let's just all breathe through this.
No son of mine
Okay,
will be straight.
here's the thing. When you're young, you experiment.
You know, this is a phase.
I love you no matter. Honey,
No, I'm not doing this.
okay. What do you think of Celine Dion? Are you just done with her? He doesn't know about Celine Dion anymore. This is tough.
You know, maybe you're just not a bottom.
Yeah, sweetheart, you should just try one time being a top. Tonight, we will all sit on the couch. We'll watch. What should we watch? We'll watch
Hairspray.
Family just scroll through Grinder.
He's our son. He's not my son.
He just needs some time.
Dad, can I tell you
So
something?
That's funny.
You gotta watch it so you can see all the mannerisms and how they look. But
That's
it is
funny.
I was dying laughing when someone was saying, and everyone I sent it to, they were like phenomenal flip,
That's funny. That's
absolutely
funny.
phenomenal flip. Like,
Is this the number one place to get to do skits now? Like Instagram, TikTok?
yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Instagram and TikTok is definitely the leaders, but you can also throw things on Twitter. It'll go on YouTube stories. I mean, YouTube Reels. It'll go there. Like you, as long as it. But IG and TikTok is where you want it to go because that's where it's really gonna blow up at. Twitter too. Twitter take it too if it's good. So I'm pretty sure wherever this is, it went because this is just too good. It's just too funny.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's surprising nobody's done this before.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
what's
saying?
like. What the hell? It's such an easy concept that make you mad.
Shout out to them. Kendall, what is that? Landreth?
Yeah, and I've been seeing a bunch of stuff I ain't never seen. Like when I was back in Georgia, I randomly got suggested on YouTube a video. I don't know how I got suggested because I don't watch no content like this, but it was like this girl's full journey of her getting a BBL. And it was an hour. And she wanted you to show every step from like pre-surgery, what she got to do right after the surgery. Like she had to go do this massage.
So
like,
she made it.
She made it.
She made it out the city.
She made it. But man, the comments was like, thank you for showing this. I don't think I want to do this anymore. Like the pain she was in, like this was 8 weeks. It's an hour long and it was fascinating.
Wow.
Absolutely
okay.
fascinating to watch. I was like,
That's on YouTube?
yeah. I was like, this
Okay.
is insane that people go through this for that. Like, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think any plastic surgery that's not like say if you have
You think cosmetics, plastic surgery is not worth it in general?
I don't think it's worth the risk because if you die on that
it depends
table,
on
it's
what it
like
is.
you
Yeah.
died trying to get a bigger butt.
Yeah,
it sounds stupid.
It sounds stupid.
You know what I'm saying? But like, say you had huge breasts, you got back problem, you get a breast augmentation. That's different.
That
I
is different.
understand that. That's something, That's me, or what Mike got for his ears.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right.
But just to get a bigger butt, and this girl also got the stomach. She wanted abs, so she got all the fat taken out and this contouring, all that. I'm like, that ain't worth it. Yeah. Risking your life for.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. We don't need any more dead bodies out here, dead potential wives.
Because that made me feel bad for DC Young Fly. His wife died on that table getting plastic surgery, and now I think they had 3 kids, don't have a mother.
That's crazy.
It's not worth it.
That's crazy.
Like, if my girl wanted to do that, I would tell her, like, please don't be doing this for me because I don't need it.
And that's something you got to do. Don't do it when you have kids.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Like, why? You're not just putting yourself in jeopardy here. You're putting your family in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, I've always been against all that shit, BBLs and all that shit. Throw that shit to the birds. I broke up with a girl because she got titty implants, honestly, and I told her not to.
But I bet you didn't break up before you got to test them out.
I came back into it. I did a little loop around.
I know you didn't break up before you tested them out.
What they call it? I spun the block one time, but you know what I'm saying?
It would have been funny. First time y'all do it, you be like, just as I expected. Botch job. I'm out of here. Botch job. Hold on, let me turn this heat off right quick. Just keep talking about how you don't like BBLs.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. While Cam's actually gone, I'll tell you something that I watched this past weekend too. This was actually on Thanksgiving too. T-Pain. Shout out to T-Pain because I think he is a far underrated artist that should be known for his greatness completely. And I think he knows. He has Grammys. He has all that shit. T-Pain is incredible. And I think he's honestly one of the greatest R&B singers. Cam, I'm going to let you think about that. T-Pain. I want you to think about that. Like, really think how great and influential T-Pain was. But anyway, that's not my point.
I'm always going to support a former Florida boy, and I love T-Pain.
I think T-Pain, he is so creative. He's funny. He's a dancer. He dances his ass off, yo. He did this. I watched a whole video of him making a commercial. He did a song for Splash. You know the drink Splash?
No.
You know Splash.
No.
Like the little V8 Splash, all that type of stuff.
Okay.
You know
I don't drink those.
Yeah, okay, but you know them.
As soon as you said V8, then I kind of think I seen that.
Yeah,
but,
it's Splash. They call it Splash. But he did a commercial that asked him to do a song for him. So he put up his whole process of making it, and I was blown away how he did it. It was amazing. It was amazing.
It was like room noise.
Yeah, and then it happened like months ago. But then he came back, and so I looked up the commercial. Commercial came out, and the commercial was dope as hell. It was like a kind of weird Skittle-esque commercial, you know, that type of vibe. But the music he made for it was amazing. I was just enthralled. But he dropped a movie on his YouTube channel. He's become an amazing YouTuber, T-Pain. Like, he really has his whole Nappy Boy gaming popping and shit on there. But he has a movie where he drops how he met his wife. Because back then, I don't know if this is 2, 3, 4, 1. I don't know when this is, but it looks like early 2000 because it brings up memories of us when we were in college and shit. Big white tees, these niggas dancing. But he narrates it and plays the whole movie, and it's amazing. It was entertaining as hell. I thought they had an amazing relationship how they first met. You could tell that she really liked him even at that point when this is when he's a nobody too. Him and his boys. This is the sister. But he talks and they bring it up but it was just mad cool. I suggest whoever just to shout out T-Pain. I don't know. T-Pain doesn't need any publicity from me, but yeah, that's his wife now, this girl. But highly entertaining.
Hey, so it's like a documentary?
He played it like a documentary because they filmed the whole thing back then on their camera. Like, they had maybe a little Sony Handycam or something, and they filmed everything. And so he filmed how they first met.
Yeah.
So, like, this was them, and they're like, how you doing? And then it's crazy to see years later, and that's her in the background, like, while they talking, like, they talk about it. So I thought it was just mad, like, it was cool to see a little cute semi-hood love story unfold on camera. You know what I'm saying? For y'all that think I'm just some monster that doesn't like y'all.
Who doesn't like love?
Who doesn't like love? I thought yeah, it only took one man to bring me back. T-Pain, baby. T-Pain for bringing back love. But
That's funny.
Go watch the BBL documentary. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I can't remember the girl's name.
And then go watch
Wait,
when
it's probably
T-Pain
my
met his
history.
wife, the movie.
Hold on.
Highly
Pretty
entertaining.
sure it's in my history, so y'all can watch it. But that shit was crazy. Let me see. Let me see. View all.
I'm pretty sure if you just type in BBL doc.
Do it. Let's see if it pop up. Oh, I found it.
Oh,
It's
BBC.
called I Documented My Brazilian Butt Lift Recovery for 2 months Straight. It's by Natalie some Spanish name. Cuvas. Yeah, that second one right there.
Oh my God.
Yep, that junk was crazy.
It looked like she's put together.
Oh yeah, that's the first day on the table when she had to get the massage right after the surgery, and she is shaking. She's in so much pain. It was wild. It was wild. Wow. It was wild.
So what did she look like before? This is her before?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And now she want a fat ass. And she wanted
No. She don't want she made sure. She don't want this huge, overly fat ass. She just wanted, she explains it.
Yeah. Yeah, so go check out those anyway. Personally, I think. Choose love, people. Watch T-Pain.
So speaking of T-Pain, speaking of Thanksgiving, all of that took place in Georgia.
Yep.
So Atlanta. And Atlanta is a different place, man. Atlanta is
Did you actually get to go out into the...
not a little bit, not
Okay.
necessarily like that, but it's two things that made me be like, Atlanta's just funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
Black people in general. So one, coming back here, I'm on the plane and I got an emergency row. I used my miles, so I didn't have to pay for a ticket. So I was like, all right. I usually want to do like Comfort Plus or right behind Comfort Plus, but with my miles, they was trying to take so much miles for Comfort Plus. I was like, no. So I'm going to just do economy, main cabin, first zone 1, and take emergency row where I had all the leg room. So this dude I seen before we boarded came up, him and his homeboy, and they like iced out. Huge, like this dude had a huge like Cuban, this all diamonds, then the charm with the diamonds, bracelet diamonds, this a bunch of jewelry. So I'm like, all right, pretty sure they're doing something to get money. They're, it's Atlanta, so it's a mecca for black people to get money. But what made me disappointed in them was they were sitting further back than I was. And I was just like, priorities. Now, granted, it may not be important comfort to everyone like it is to me, but ain't no way in hell I can have that amount of jewelry on me that costs that amount and I'm sitting in the back of the plane when I could use that money just to be more comfortable in a more comfortable seat. That just, and to me, the priorities are just out of whack. Because that don't make sense to me. Like, you got all of this on, the Gucci's and all of this, but you in the back of the plane?
Cam, I have a website that I need you to know. Your bank account is going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting during the holiday season. You need some help. You need a financial app that can give you exactly the tools you need to make the right decisions during the holidays when you shop. And that's why today we are sponsored by Chime. Chime checking account can handle all the heavy lifting while you handle the gifts and the food and pretty much all the fun stuff. While you're doing your shopping, think of all these benefits you get with the Chime checking account. You get paid up to 2 days early. Fee-free overdrafts with SpotMe. That's overdraft up to $200 without fees. With SpotMe, you can set up a qualifying direct deposit. Look, ditch the monthly fees. Aren't you sick of that when your bank is hassling you with all these monthly fees? Chime has no monthly minimum balance, or overdraft fees. Thank you, Chime. Access to over 60,000 fee-free ATMs. Come on, man. You never know when you're going to be in Wally, Washington, and you need to use an ATM. That's more than the top 3 national banks combined. Easily find one near you with the Chime app. With Chime, you can send and receive money, pay friends through Chime, whether they're a Chime member or not, and cash out your money fee-free. That fee-free is a big term with Chime today, guys. Don't worry about the fees. It's the holiday season. Get rid of more fees so you can spend more on friends and family. Signing up with Chime takes minutes. So join the millions of Chime members and sign up today. Get started at chime.com/trap. That's chime.com/trap. This show is brought to you by BetterHelp. In my culture, there's a saying, you're doing too much. And that's exactly what people be doing during the holidays. Let's just keep it real. Black Friday to Christmas to all this, they running over each other in the grocery store and in the Toys R, whatever other companies out there I can't say during this ad. It's terrible. And people need other people to talk to get these emotions out. Sometimes it gets frustrating, they're angry, and that's why we got BetterHelp. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Find the bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/traphouse today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/traphouse. And if you don't know how to spell help at this point, you need to call. Just call. Hey y'all, Cleophas Thunderbolt, your comedy trap house neighbors here. Cold turkey might be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your bad habits. We ain't talking about some weird mind voodoo for some crazy neighbor or my cousin Tyrone, that son of a... We're talking about our sponsor today, Fume, and they look at the problem in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, if you get what I'm saying. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from the habit? Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. Can I say flavor in your ear? You get it? Instead of bad, Fume is good, baby. It's a habit you're free to enjoy that makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit. The first time I tried it, I said, you're damn right. Everything from the taste, the feel, the look, Fume got it all, baby. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard. But switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 150,000 customers and has thousands of success. Fume has served over 150,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume. It's accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use code TRAP to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code TRAP to save an additional 10% off your order today. Cleophas Thunderbolt out. It's called AliExpress.com. And you can buy any of the fake jewelry, any of the fake clothing you want to buy on this earth. So
Here's the thing.
It's not so much that they have the money for first class, is that while they're on this little trip to Georgia, they probably putting on a front like they some out of town get money boys.
Now these were Georgia boys.
Okay,
I heard them
but,
talking.
my
to.
bad. They might be going
Georgia
out of
boy. Yeah, they're
town
going out
to
of
put
town.
on the front.
But
like they some big Georgia
look,
boy.
when I seen them from a distance, what made me feel like I feel like the jury was. It may not have been like the best of diamonds, like the most expensive you can get.
Could've
But
been
when I
rented.
seen it
Could've
up,
been rented.
but when I seen it up close, I'm like, all right, this is not regular. Like this is custom, or
Nah,
at
man,
least
them-
not like custom to where they went and like I want this, but like custom made pieces where they're like, give me that one.
Nigga, that Cuba Gooding zirconiac? What, how you call it? The Cuban cognac?
If
What
it
is
was
it called?
if it was fake,
Cuban Gooding.
if it was fake, they did a real good job. They're doing the fake one. You know, they
no,
did
Cam,
a good
I'm
job.
telling you, they got ones you would never, ever, and it makes me question all these celebrity rappers and stuff, how much they use real diamonds and shit, because it's even what's his name?
They got
Chad
good
Ochocinco says it all the time.
They
like,
got good. They got good fake jewelry. Then if that was fake, they got good
now
fake
they could
jewelry.
have rented real jewelry.
Could and that too.
Or if I highly doubt that if they had the money for that jewelry, they would be flying no less than first class. You know what I'm saying?
And
But
then
you're gonna spoil it.
I seen a bunch of people with like this Gucci flip flops, Gucci bags, and they just going. I'm like, it just like I would feel bad if I'm head to toe Gucci, big cherry jewelry on, and I'm sitting seat 32.
Yeah, man.
Like if you care about what people think about you, most of the time when you wearing your money on you, you want people to know you getting to it. I would feel, if I'm one of those people, I feel bad sitting in the back of the plane with all this jewelry. It almost feels stupid.
Listen, man, they're just prepared. They're a product of their environment, Cam. Atlanta right now is hip hop land. You know what I'm saying? It's the equivalent of hip hop land. It's like Disneyland for rappers and scammers and and hoes and just debauchery and love and hip hop and all this crazy shit. They're great people. People I love there. You know, lovely people. You got family in different places.
Yeah, you talking about my family, and we gonna fight after. I'm just letting you get it out. See how
I'm
many
just saying,
combinations I got to give out.
You know, it's hip hop land. So of course you're gonna leave hip hop land looking like some hip hop.
What's funny though, going to Atlanta on my flight was Kenny Smith, the basketball
He
player.
wanna have fun in hip hop land too.
Well, he worked there. You know, TBS,
that's
TNT
right.
was based there. So
yeah.
I'm assuming he going back. I don't know if he
Kenny
living
Smith.
there or whatnot, but he got to go there for work. And when I get on the plane, first class. And he got on the Gucci. Nothing like Gotti or nothing, but like he got like something like this, but like maybe black, but then he had like a bubble vest that was Gucci, like a little.
Okay.
But then I'm maybe like 5 rows behind him, not in first class.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a window. And when we landed, you know, when you get off the plane, that little door that be right there, take the steps down to the tarmac, where they be usually taking the carts or
luggage.
yeah. Of course they get off first. He goes off, and I see him get off because I'm still sitting waiting to get out my aisle, and then there's cars waiting for him. I'm like, that's how you need to be living. That's how you live. That's what you spend your money on when you get into it. At least that's for me. Comfort's important. Like the jury don't matter to me, but comfort matters to me.
Absolutely.
And that I was like, good job, Kenny. I wasn't thinking that he wasn't living like this, but it was just good to see him live like this. Like, exactly what you need to be doing.
Do you feel this is
dapping niggas on the tarmac?
Yes, that's a good life right there. Do you feel, speaking of living kind of luxury and comfortably and all that stuff, like when it comes to like cars, have you ever felt like there was a particular car that was just you? That this matches me.
I'm not a big car person. Like I'm never was really into cars, so cars really don't excite me. But right now it's just Tesla. So I just like electric cars. Like my favorite car is the Cybertruck.
Right.
First time I seen it, when everyone's saying it's ugly, it's out now.
It
now,
is?
So now it's all over. It just came out.
I did hear that he said
in 2 weeks.
I did hear he said it's not perfect. He said
People going crazy for it. Everyone who's seeing it is just filming it, so it was trending. It was fire to me as soon as I saw it. I'm like, it's so different.
Yeah,
I
agree.
love that truck.
I do like
love
the
that
design.
truck.
I like that it does stand out. It's different.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a gimmick. Like it would be cool if there's more different types of cars that start coming out like that, you know?
Yeah, but other than that, I'm not really a car guy. But to be honest, what's funny, I've been getting into Porsche. I'm just really appreciating like
Porsche is nice.
the beauty of a Porsche.
Yeah,
like the way the body looks.
I thought you always liked Porsche though. Or is that Mike? Maybe Mike would like
my mom was a big Porsche person. Mike definitely was saying he wanted a Porsche, but I'm not really into sports cars like that. But I appreciate the way Porsche look, and I like the new ones. The bodies on the new ones are very nice to me. But I never was into Lamborghinis. I like the Lambo truck, but I wouldn't want to buy it. I don't like it like that. I like Ferraris more than I like Lamborghinis, but I'm not really into that. My favorite sports car used to always be the Aston Martin. But that's a $500,000 car. Well, that's not even. I don't like cars enough to spend $500,000 for a car. So
you know what's surprisingly coming into style now is cars from the 80s and 90s. Buckets, typically known, like Toyotas, like old Camrys and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like or even BMWs and shit. There was one that like you know the old 80s like little boxy type cars and stuff like that. That's starting to like come up. Even the ones that cost like they used to cost like, oh, you could get one for $1,500 on you know, at a junkyard or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But now one just sold recently at an auction for like $500,000. One of them old like Datsuns or something. And they're saying that's just going like our generation now. That's what's classic. You know, the generation that's getting money now, that's growing up to you know, starting to become, you know, have their own. This is what's classic to them, is those cars from the early 90s, even the early 2000s, but 90s and 80s, late 80s, mid 80s. Those type of cars are starting to become more, instead of those 60s and 70s cars. Those are still going to be classics, but now it's like these older ones or these younger ones are starting to become classics.
What's funny, like everyone on my mom's side of the family, they're car people. Like they love cars. Like when we was outside.
I know your cousin was for sure.
Yeah, when we was outside talking to Chubby, we started talking about cars because he got a new truck. But then, you know, he gets some, like, all my grandparents' cars. I tell you, you can have them all. Like, I don't, I'm glad you appreciate it, so have it. I don't need any of them. I don't care. But then my mom's cousin pulled up to the house that I never met. None of us ever met him. Just heard about him. And he started talking to us, and then he started showing us his old school cars. This nigga got this 164 Impala or something. That shit is beautiful. But then I started showing them the old school I like, which is a Volvo P1800. And I love that car. Like I feel like if I have two cars, it'll be a Tesla or something like that, and maybe like that Volvo P1800. And if I can make it electric, I'll make it electric, because you know, people get it because they like to hear the noise. My mom loves Mustangs. She loved that roar of a Mustang, and I don't care for none of that. I just like the body. So I would make it electric. P1800. Like a 19...
this is like a
60s or 70s it came out, but go to images, because I just like the body of it. This is a clean body. I almost feel like James Bond. You see how the butt looks? That curve on that first one?
This one right there? Yeah. That's fine.
Click that.
It's going to take me
go down. Let me see if you can get... No, I want to see it from the back.
That's
always the back is always the best view. Yeah, you know the back is always the best. Get that side view. You see the side view is already nice. That blue one.
Blue one, yeah.
So that's already nice.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. This is something I'm looking forward to.
Exit out, but you got to see the back. Keep going.
Just look at the back.
Put back behind on.
Back behind?
Don't put behind, but I'm saying on the search, put back.
This one? Or this
one? A little bit, but I want you to see it. You see how slick it is? Like, it's sexy. Like, when you drive that, you got to be dressed a certain way. You can't be getting out of that in basketball shorts.
Nah, you got to wear gloves to come out this bitch.
You ain't got to be that dramatic, but you got to have a little style. I
love the boxy look now. And this like BMW M3, I think.
See, I don't like box. I like a little curve. I know what you're talking about. Because you talking about that one right there.
1980s.
No, it's right there.
Okay, hold on.
That one right there, the 1990 one right there, the third picture.
Oh, yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
I don't care for boxy. I like a little curve. Outside of the Tesla truck. I like that because it's just ignorant.
Yeah.
All straight lines.
Yeah. But that two-door shit, I don't know. I just like that. Now, this one's a little...
That backdrop is beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, I just found that interesting. But
So to get back off cars, the last thing I'll say about Atlanta. So my last night there, when I drove back to Atlanta from Macon, I was meeting up with a friend. She didn't get off work till 7.
mm-hmm.
I wanted to go somewhere close because I had to drive a lolly car, and I needed to be back to go to sleep because I had to be up at 4 in the morning. So we went to Waffle House. Let me get a little Waffle House fix.
Throwback.
So as soon as I pull up the Waffle House, I see a car in the lot and 2 dudes just sitting in it. And, you know, Atlanta now is known for all this carjacking and all this stuff. So, you know, I'm on my P's and Q's. Just in general, I'm very observant. So I'm like, why are they just sitting in the car? So I park, and I'm waiting for her. So I got to wait till her Uber get here. So I'm just sitting there. And I'm like, why are they just sitting in there? But I'm like, whatever. So then she get there, I hug her, we go in, and we the only 2 people in there. So every Waffle House is set up the same. It's like almost a rectangle. And got the kitchen, and everywhere around the kitchen, I mean, it's just, you know, the windows and the tables. Right. So when we come into this one, so say this is Waffle House. As soon as we come in, this is all the kitchen and the counter. All the seating is
This would actually make a perfect Waffle House.
Yeah. It's
if
the
you
shape.
split it in half.
So all this is the kitchen, that back wall. All that's the kitchen. And then make a right, all the tables are there. So we go right. And she's in front of me because I open the door. She goes to sit in front of me, like say she was on the other side of this table and I'm sitting here. I said, nah. Let me sit there. She like, what, you want to watch the door? I said, absolutely. Because I like, you ain't going to pay attention like I'm going to be paying attention.
Right.
So I sit there. So now what I see is the kitchen is to my right now. So the kitchen is there. And I'm seeing the windows all come across and I can watch the car. I wanted to watch the car too, which is parked in the corner.
Right.
So now, you know, just chilling now. We just talking. We order food.
The dude's still in the car?
They drove off now. So I'm like, all right, cool. So it's just us. We chilling. It's just us and the workers. So then all of a sudden, so as I said, the back wall, you can't see. That's behind the building.
Right.
Then it's the first window. I see 2 dudes walk up, look in there. Obviously, we the only people in there. Look at me, walk back. 5 seconds. I said, wait, I don't like that. It just looks suspect. I'm like, why you just coming here? You come from behind the building, first off. It's nighttime. You come from behind the building, look in here, look at me, and then walk off immediately. So I already am like, all right, I need to keep watching. But
it's night?
It's nighttime.
Oh, yeah.
It's going on. It's like close, it's 8 something. So I'm like, all right. So then they come again, look in there, and walk off again. I'm like, I don't like what y'all doing right now, but I'm not making her alarm to this. I'm just watching it. So then eventually they come walking again. Now it look like they about to come inside. And usually Waffle House 24 hours, but for some reason, I don't know if they just didn't want to let them in or something, but they took their order from the window. So they had a sliding door, opened it, took their order. And I'm like, all right, hopefully they just ordering food. So they do that. They walk back to the back of the building again. I'm like, what's back there? What's going on back there? I can't see. All of a sudden, a car come, blacked out tents. Come to the front of the building, reverse in. Can't see nothing in there. I'm talking about black like this TV. Like, you can't see nothing. He opened the door, it's them. So when he get out, he adjusting his shirt, 9mm on his hip with an extendo clip. The clip looked longer than the gun. So this is automatic now. This is a switch. So if he shoot, this is this is gonna be busting.
Yeah.
And right under his gun, because the gun is tucked like this, right here hanging from a belt loop is a long knife that go to almost like mid-thigh.
That nigga's ready.
I was like, this nigga is ready for
Rambo.
something. If he run out of bullets, he gonna try to stab you. Then his homeboy, I'm pretty sure, If you strapped, he probably strapped. And I don't know who else in the car because they getting out from the back seat, so they ain't driving. So I don't know if it was a passenger. Obviously, it was a driver. So I'm like, hopefully they just ordering food. But I'm like, I'm going to try to stall because they was there for a while. And they were just chilling. I'm like, okay. They
Outside.
ordered, yeah. I'm like, they waiting on food. Then their food came. I'm like, all right, cool. They about to leave. They did not leave. They got in the car, got back out the car, came back. It looked like they may have served them, the two workers there. And then they was just chilling there. I was like, I ain't got time for this. I can't be in this situation with her. Like, I don't know. So I'm just like, I'm stalling. I'm like, I'm going to eat. We just going to talk. I'm like, I'm going to wait them out.
What Waffle House was this?
It's in Lithonia. I mean, Decatur. Damn. It's not like it's a bad area. Mm-hmm. And, it ain't like
that's another thing.
It's not necessarily they're doing anything.
Right.
But I'm not taking chances now. Because I
Yeah.
got my aunt car. And then what's funny, whole lot, right, empty. Mm-hmm. It was one space behind my aunt's car. This car reverses right there. She got an SUV. This was a car.
That's the worst shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, why my luck?
Yeah,
right
now I can't see what they doing. I see someone get out the car, but then they don't never walk past the car like they coming in. So
why didn't you park right in front of the Waffle House?
Because when I first got there was another car there, and then the workers had it was two cars there. And it was empty over there. So I'm like, I'm gonna park where it's empty, so I can just watch it. Cause I wanted to watch it because the front spots were taken.
If it's right in front of Waffle House,
but those were taken.
Okay.
So then, and then the one that wasn't taken was handicapped. So I'm like, I'm not gonna park there. So once they left, then it was empty, but we was already in there now. I'm like, I'm not gonna move it. I can see it. It's right there. But when he parked there, when another car parked there, got out the car and didn't come directly I'm like, what are they? I hope they ain't trying to break into this car. And then I'm talking about for like 5 minutes, they did not walk. Then eventually they walked in and start ordering. I'm like, all right, cool. So then the whole time we eating, them dudes is outside. I'm like, why ain't they leaving? And then like when we paid and everything, like 2 minutes before, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have to go out there. They left. I was like, all right, bet. But I was just like, that's just crazy. Like, there's people. I love guns. I support people having guns. I know that ain't a legal gun he had. You ain't even allowed to have the extendo clip. So I know what they doing ain't, with normal people just protecting themselves. So I'm like, the whole moral of that story, just be on your P's and Q's, be always observant because you'll never know what's going on. Luckily, nothing happened right there. I could have just been paranoid. But the way they was moving that whole time outside, this was very suspect. And based on how here in Atlanta is now, I wasn't playing with it.
Right.
So,
yeah, man. I mean, so would you say being in a state that's open carry, is it open carry or whatever the fuck?
I'm not sure.
Georgia?
I know Texas is for sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure Georgia you can have guns.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Do you feel more comfortable or less comfortable?
Oh, I don't feel uncomfortable at all.
It's just about the situation.
It's all about the situation and the setting.
Right.
What made me uncomfortable, if they would have just pulled up front, I don't think I would have had any of this paranoia. It's the way I first was introduced to seeing them. They came from behind the building, walked up, looked in the window, looked at me, and then immediately went back. That just looks suspect, no matter who it is. But with their profile and seeing like, all right, it looked like they got something on him. It looked like I could see like he got something on him, but I couldn't see it until he got closer. That's what made me like, all right, I got to watch them. If they didn't do that, I wouldn't even been thinking about it. Just thinking like it's just niggas coming to eat food. That's why I'm here.
What if it's just niggas testing your Atlanta card?
Well, they didn't do nothing to me. So
but I'm just saying, what if it was? I mean, they could just ask you, hey, dog, we just making sure you from around here or you know this area or whatever. You got family from here or something?
I'll say, yeah, I got family from here, but I'm gonna keep moving while I'm talking.
Hold up. You know how to walk it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you right now. I'm walking to the car.
Nah, nigga. We need to see you walk it out before you.
Well, I'm just gonna keep walking to my car.
You ain't gonna walk it out, Cam. You better walk it out for him.
I'm going to my car.
They testing your Atlanta card.
And I'm gonna drive home.
What's the newest Atlanta dance?
I have no idea.
Damn. You ain't have no young cousins to come show you the new. We do the
I told you, ain't nobody come to the house. Thanksgiving. Ain't nobody come, so yeah, you got to ask the internet what's the new dance. But speaking of young boys, T.I.'s son.
And speaking of young boys in Atlanta going crazy, T.I.'s son, I don't know if this is a publicity stunt, because apparently the new news is that they have a podcast or something dropping together, him and his son.
Oh, so that's what that clip was I saw.
I don't know. I didn't see the clip, but I saw a post for it saying T.I. and his son doing something together.
So they ain't trying to be like 2 Chainz and his son.
What's 2 Chainz and his son doing? 1 Chain?
No, they got a podcast, but his son like 8 or 9. It's funny. His son is funny. His son got personality.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
So his son got personality. So they be talking about like his girlfriends in school, like what happened is it like be real. But his son got so much personality, it makes it funny. And 2 Chainz be like, what? What you talking? What?
That's what I'm talking about. Now,
it's
rapper
good content.
being a father in his son's life,
Yeah.
that's the content I'm trying to watch.
But I'm assuming you're talking about the incident that went viral, him yelling in the
Yeah,
box.
they went to a Falcons game, I believe, and
because T.I. performed, brought him out.
and King was recording on IG Live or something like this. And, he was talking shit the whole way. And they got into this whole argument in the booth about King wants to basically believe that he from the hood. And that he's...
Well, the rumor is that
he didn't grow up with a silver spoon.
his grandma raised him, and they only came to the house to film. So that's why they say he used to always be crying, want to go home, because he didn't grow up in that house that we seen on the reality show. So I'm assuming that's why he think because I'm assuming where the grandmas were the hood, back in Bankhead, that's where he grew up. So that's why he feel like he's from the hood. But of course, if everyone don't know that and everyone's seen him in the mansion and, your parents rich, they automatically gonna think like you just trying to be hood. Because him and his brothers, if they all grew up there, his brother's totally different. 2 different people. Like 2 people can be raised in the same conditions, come out different. Like his brother Damani is actually a good rapper.
Really?
What? You never heard him rap?
Mm-mm.
He sound like he's like J. Cole type rapper.
Okay.
Like I'll play this unreleased song because I knew we was gonna talk about this.
He better than your former NFL wide receiver's son?
What? Who?
Michael Irvin's son?
Michael
Michael Irvin's son a rapper too, man.
I never heard his song, but hold on. Let me play.
This was the chubby one in the house?
The older one?
Yeah, damn, he look exactly the same too.
Everything is everything, ain't nothing at all. Take out the plaques of the wall, take off that tag on your shirt. They used to like what you bought, they used to know who you are, they used to know where you going. You wanna show off that car when you supposed to be showing away. Out, I know shit could get hectic. Land of the lost, tell me where has your head been? Can't find it at the bar, can't find it in the women that you pay to get you off. As contagious as they are, damn. And Uncle Sam want a piece too. Have you ever seen a big fish get chopped and turned to seafood? The root of evil, the fruit that eat a bit. Place it where you see fit. This world is for the taking, can't buy back the time you wasting it.
So you got that, you got something like this.
Hey ho, you know your name. Apologize, my mouth don't seem to work, and plus I'm nervous. Hey, don't walk away. That corny joke I made was supposed to make you smile and break the ice, but that was my mistake, and I won't make it twice. I'm really nice, I really do get nervous and just say the first thing that pops in my birdness of thoughts. A gift, curse, and a loss.
Okay, he finding his style. I see
So
what
it
he's trying to
ain't
do.
what you would think he would be. Like he more on the J. Cole backpack
Like that,
style, and like he real he be playing guitar.
Yeah.
Like he really wants to be an artist. Like, and you can see him putting in the time and work, and he wants to be a rapper. So it's like,
I think that's what every man wants to see, the children that he puts everything into, or a lot into. I ain't gonna say everything into, but a lot into. You hope you sow the seeds that you're rewarded with the growth of your seeds that you've planted, right?
Yeah.
So, when you see what's his name acting up. You know, I do believe there's a lot of parts to it. You know what I'm saying? Just because it don't matter if you grow up in a suburban neighborhood or wherever the fuck in the hood, wherever. It don't mean you're not gonna deal with your own issues. You know what I'm saying? You could be a wild boy in the hood or you could be a wild boy outside the hood. You know, if that's just in you and that's something you got to work out sometimes, you know, it takes a father, a parent, and, you know, a mom and family to kind of correct that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's some of T.I.'s karma? Because it's basically T.I. all over again with the temper.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't
That's
think you
the wild
can't see
child's
any
like-
other way. That is your seed, man. That is what you are. And T.I. is getting a reflection of himself. He's seeing, you know, hey, and I don't know how he's taking it. If he kind of like, because I see him defend his son for the most part. Every time he talks, I never see him. Or there was one time maybe I think I heard him go off on his son about him. But for the most part, he kind of defends him. And I don't know if he's coddling to it. Like, you know, like, hey, you know, if anybody says anything, just don't talk about my son type of thing. I don't care what he does. Don't touch him or say anything about it.
Nah, I be
Or
hearing,
if
whenever
he's
I
more
hear
like,
he be like, yeah, he
I'm
a wild
correcting.
boy. You know, I be trying to talk to him, but
Yeah.
he's this and that. I don't understand this and that. But, you know, it is
That's your
obviously
seed, man.
he's suffering from something that makes him lash out. That's like making him want to like prove himself so bad because he has so many incidents where he's lashing out.
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, T.I.'s son, man. He just got that energy, bro. He got that soul. That he want to be outside. He want respect on his name. You know what I'm saying? He want to stand on it. But what is there to stand on is the question.
My thing is, man, you named him
Are you
king.
chasing,
you know,
you chasing your dad's respect without your dad's work or legacy built behind it. You know what I'm saying? You chasing like, hey, I deserve this. Like, you don't deserve shit.
See, his other son
you won't
is
be
doing it
nobody
right.
if it wasn't for your dad.
His other son doing it right. He's paving his path.
Exactly.
Rapping. He don't even rap like his dad. You know, he's on a more, you know,
He
back
seems
pass.
very individualistic. Like,
Yeah,
very
he's more
different
with like
and
the
more-
Outkast and the J. Cole style,
which is always
is cool.
Is appealing to a lot of people too. But King is appealing to a lot of people too. He has a lot of following and people are interested in.
But I don't know,
drama
what does
and
he
all that
do,
stuff,
though?
but-
Because I
well,
don't
he
follow
dropped a
him.
song, didn't he?
Oh,
I guess
don't
he
know.
raps too.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know nothing about King. Like, I don't follow him.
I don't follow him.
Only time I
either.
see him is when something happens.
When
so,
something happens, yeah.
like Damani, I don't necessarily follow his accounts, but I be looking out for him because I see the progression of his music. Like
Right.
when I first saw him, like, man, this nigga rapping. Like, he actually really good, and that was intriguing. But
And then King just looks weird, man.
King is a
Every time
very
I look
weird
at
looking
him,
kid.
I pause the video. I just feel like he is a strange looking person.
He look like Tiny. He like Tiny.
It's
but,
like a mix of.
But
Tiny
what he did
and
with his
like-
teeth make it worse.
He did something with his teeth.
Yeah, he got the fake teeth, the huge fake denture.
Oh, is that what it
veneers.
is? Maybe
He got it's huge. Like
I just look at. I was like, yo, he looks odd. He's like Tiny and like one of the Monstars. You know, if they had like a child, it's just like you're kind of this.
And I don't think the blonde hair helps. That makes it worse. I think he should go back to the natural hair color because he's so light, and then the blonde hair make it look is a lot. But
There was one picture of him where he had like this bushy blonde hair, and he looked just like Sideshow Bob. Like his face and everything looked like Sideshow Bob. He looked like a Simpsons
he
character.
is high yellow.
He is definitely yellow.
But speaking of music, though,
Yeah.
did you listen to the Drake EP?
I listened to I listened to it. Yep. I listened to. I can't remember if I finished it, but I did. It was only like 5 songs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I finished.
No, I
it.
think 6, maybe 6.
I think I finished it. But it was pretty nice.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah, it was pretty.
That's what we
pretty nice.
wanted
Yeah.
right there. Like that's what I've been talking about. Like I just want to hear you rap.
I just don't understand the moves that he makes sometimes. I don't. Okay, I don't know.
What you mean
just
by
adding-
dropping this?
Yeah, like
Well, everyone when they drop like something like that, they just add on to their album. Like the same day Tory Lanez came out, he did a deluxe added songs to his album.
Yeah.
People are doing that now, but we got to thank Joe Budden for it because Joe Budden got this man to go back in there and rap to let you know, stop playing on my name. I still do this, and he does.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted right there.
Yeah, I think
and I
it was a good
love,
punch.
we may be getting close to what you want. I'm glad they going on tour, him and J. Cole. That means they going to make a lot of music together.
That was you. You wanted that.
Yeah, you wanted,
I wanted Wayne.
Yeah. But I was just saying, him and, since they going on tour, now I want it. I necessarily didn't want it before that, but now they going on tour. Make music, because you see that another track on there. They going off, going back. I love when rappers do that. Go back and forth. Then just a full verse. I love that. It's always fun to me. It's almost feel like sparring. Incredible.
Yeah.
The song when he was talking about James Harden, incredible, hilarious. The song about Kanye, great. The song about Pusha T, great. The last track is probably the weakest track to me, and I still like that one. But
yeah, I thought it was a good. It was so. It was in that album before kind of needed those songs. It could have used those songs. Maybe if you took out some of the songs from the album and added those songs on, this would have been even more of a better.
It would have been For My Dogs.
Album. Yeah, it would have been For My Dogs.
That was For My Dogs right there.
Yeah, for sure.
But my favorite two songs on the original album is First Person Shooter, him and J. Cole. That music video fire.
It is fire.
Yeah, that shit fire. Dope. But the song fire. They gonna make so much money in February for Super Bowl. That's gonna be, you gonna hear that everywhere. But my second favorite song on there, the song about when he said, I remember when he was talking about that shit hard.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
He is rapping on the beat, nice. He rapping on there. It's one of those like album cuts that you ain't gonna get a lot of play or he ain't ever gonna perform, but it's just fire.
If you're still talking about music, I did listen to Lil Wayne. I've been listening to Lil Wayne and
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz album more. Yo, he got some songs that slap on there.
First G6?
G6?
That nigga rapping, boy.
And then he got another song where it's just, what are you talking about? Ass or thick or I said BB. What did he say? I don't know, but
my second favorite is my favorite on there is the one with Benny Butcher on it. That smooth.
Oh yeah,
and they just dropped
that's
a video for
too.
it. Like that's my favorite song there. But
that's not the one, because I like one I like is where they take the Wu-Tang kind of vibe. That Wu-Tang joint.
Hold on.
That Wu-Tang joint is hard.
Hold on. I played a little bit of it. So
Lil Wayne come on there so hard, dog. What is the name of that Wu-Tang joint?
Hold on. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Hold on.
I suggest go listen to that. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Hold on. This is the one I'm talking about, Oprah and Girl.
Skip ahead a little bit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that one.
I love that song.
What's the name? Shame? Is that it? That? And when Wayne come on there, that shit goes so hard.
I gotta play a little bit of this one. When this nigga come on this shit, said pockets fat, look like it need to get out more. Damn. Come on, man. Stop playing with it. If he ain't in your top 5, I ain't having a conversation with you. If you ain't, unless you over 50, then I'll do it.
See, that song, that feeling of G6 and yeah, like I love the throwback, that the last one too, the Wu-Tang joint, but that G6, I would love to hear Wayne and Drake on just that for a whole album. That vibe, the whole album. But I just want to hear y'all running through beats. But yeah, man. What else?
We've been on here for an hour, so I only want to do 2 more of our things.
Okay.
One, because one's related to you, but go to Twitter for the first one. Twitter.
All right. Hold on. I got to go pull it up.
Because this is scary. Like, the people saying, like, this a real zombie. And I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if this dude acting or not, but this shit is creepy. It's hell. Like, if I was out there, I would have walked away. Like, I'm not staying out here. This nigga looks like he about to start eating niggas. Like, watch this shit. And then when he like go back out, when he backs out of the video, it's scary as hell. So there's a dude, it's dark, like it's in Africa or something. He's just growling. He look like he could be bloody. His mouth is open. His eyes are just shining. You know, when the light reflect off it, he looks possessed.
Yeah, he's turning into
he's
goat,
like a zombie.
Animorph.
Yeah. It's either Africa or India or something. Like I'm not dealing with that.
It's on Rodeo Drive.
It's almost like he got rabies or something.
I think he's just. It's crazy how you can make that noise.
See that shit?
Yeah.
Like if this is actually like real, I'm out here.
Yeah, you gonna at least get kicked in your face, bro.
And if say zombies are like that, we don't stand a chance.
No,
we don't stand a chance.
No.
But the next
any zombies that look like they have the potential to think too, it just seem like.
Yeah, if it ain't Walking Dead zombies, we done. So the next one on IG, and I just wanted to ask you this because you are an avid bike rider. You like riding bikes.
Definitely.
It's like, keep going up. Right there. Like, how did they just not see this gate? I don't get it. So what we about to play for the people that are just listening, there's one of those rail gates, like steel rail gates, and it's like blocking off a path where it looks like they close it and they open it when it's ready to be open for people to ride. And each bicyclist just runs into it. And I don't get it. You don't see this shit? The last one is the crazy one, though. They kind of saw it last.
Stop it.
But watch this one. This one is insane. He on a moped. Bitch.
God damn. He got taken out like Ed Reed coming to tackle you or some shit.
Like, how they not seeing that?
Yeah, for real. It must be like blind, like something.
It must be the same color right behind it.
Off the horizon.
It's the only way, like, I don't understand. Because it's blatant. It's right there. It's not night. This is daytime.
It's white.
It's early morning, but it's light outside. We're playing one more time. That last one.
Get taken out by this
The first two was like, damn. Like, ooh. But that third one made me laugh.
I wonder how much that hurts.
They going at a good speed. He probably wasn't hurt because he braked. Let me just hear how if he makes a noise after he hits this. God damn.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I bet none of them hit that again.
Oh, hell no. No, they're going to be worried looking around everywhere they go.
But what would you do if you was at least the first dude on the bike and hit it like that? What you doing after that? Like, play the first one. This is for round one. If this is you hit it just like this. Yeah, that's a wild footage to have.
My first reaction is taking that deep breath. It's going to... That's it. It's just going to be lying there like...
He fully did a flip over there.
What else can you do? There's no way to play that off. You ain't making that look cool.
You're going to make sure you ain't seriously injured, but then you also going to look around, see if anyone saw this.
I don't know, because that's pretty bad. Like, you know how something could be so bad, you don't really give a fuck about your surroundings. Mm-hmm. Like, it just feels like that you just flipped over your whole... I don't know if I'm thinking about if I even
But when you get up, you're going to look around, because when you first stand up, you ain't just standing up to walk off. You're going to stand up and put your hand on your hip like, check yourself again. You're probably just going to be like...
Yeah. At that point. But there's sometimes where it's so quick, like, you know, you walking down the steps, you do a little slip, and the first thing you do is...
Yeah.
You look up and around and like, who looking?
Yo, that happened to me in my grandma's house. I was coming down the steps. There's only 5 steps.
Yeah.
And I don't know, my sock was too slick or something. I hit a part of the step, and I felt my sock like move. And all I heard, I was like, oh, boom. And because I thought I was going to run into this wall with this mirror. And like when I landed, my toe kind of like bent back because I was slipping. And in the point of me slipping down, I kind of like forced my body to go forward so I don't fall on my tailbone or something. Damn. And then Chaz came running out of the room. He like, you all right? I was like, nah, I almost destroyed this wall. I like.
Yeah, I've heard. I think Kevin Smith told the story recently that his wife got in a whole incident where they're just about to move out their old house into a new house and somewhere else. And he was out of town for a second doing some film shit, and she was at home, and she getting ready to go to bed. And I guess their banister, like to get to their bed, there's a step. So there's like a ledge, not like step up into their bed, but there is like a part of the floor steps up into the bed section. And so she turned off the light. She took a wrong step, fell down, shattered hip. Came through.
God.
She was by herself for a second because in the room she screamed. Her daughter came running in, and or she was by herself. No, her daughter didn't come in. She was by herself in the dark, and she about 50-something years old, 50 plus years old, and she can't find she gotta get to a phone. She gotta crawl with a blown out busted hip. You know what I'm saying? Like it was. I don't know if it tore through the skin.
That recovery sounds just terrible.
Yeah,
dog.
he said he had to come back home and now it's like his wife has to get had a fake hip put in, and now it's just like at 50-something years. You know, that's not that's something you do when you in your 70s, 80s, 90s.
That's what Shannon Sharp did. Had a whole hip replacement.
You gotta get a whole hip replacement,
That's
or
crazy.
if you play crazy sport like that. But to be I'm not saying she a young woman, but she ain't Now you're gonna be walking around forever, possibly. You know what I'm saying?
But that ain't my issue. My
okay.
issue is just that initial pain and the surgery and then recovery.
Of course.
That's the part that's gonna suck. I could live with having a little limp or something, but that part is the hard part.
Yeah, man.
So,
but imagine you the husband and you got to see your wife now. She's deteriorating quicker than you expected in life.
You just got to tell the doctor, put in the one that got good recoil, got good bounce back.
Good suspension?
Yeah, good
talking about it like a car.
Because you know what you got to still do. Them hips still got to take that work.
I mean, hey, doc, let me install the ones with the good shocks in them.
Still got to go hard in the paint.
Because I'm going to be tearing that hip up in the bedroom.
I'm going to try to replace it again.
Hey, doc, I already put about 220 miles.
Doc, why you think it shattered so easily? It was already messed up from what I was doing to it.
They said it was worn.
Oh, yeah. It was worn out. I'm trying to break that one in, too. Like a pair of new Jordans.
Man, we got anything else for these people today?
Nah, that's it. We've been over almost hour 30.
Man, I did not expect us to go. I thought this was going to be a quick episode, but this ended up being a long one. I guess we'll talk about our game on All Right Bet.
What's funny, that's not even, I know that's probably what you thought I was saying. I'll wait till All Right Bet. That's not what I want to talk about necessarily. Okay. I want to talk about the Eagles.
Okay, all right.
And how the refs be cheating for them. Because if you watch that game, I'm tired of it now. Every game I watch, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. The calls they give is ridiculous.
I was saying the same thing, but I was scared people were going to be like...
Yeah, I know. I'm going to come off as biased because I'm a Dallas fan. They in my division. But even if you not, people that was watching that's not in our division, they're like, these penalties, they get so lucky.
And it's too much penalties, too.
It's too much penalty. But they had... We're going to wait. I'm going to wait. Yeah. I'm going to wait because you're going to get me in.
All right, y'all. Tune in. Rome comes back Friday, so you won't be here for our All Right Bet, but it'll be me, Cam, and possibly, I believe Marvin's coming through too. So, and stay tuned for Comedy Trap House News on Monday. We'll be back again on Tuesday. And Mayhem Hour, we're going to figure out when that's coming back, but it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. Stay tuned. We out this bitch. Much love. Peace.